driver's license to a migrant accused of causing a freeway crash, killing 3 people. A new report claims California upgraded the driver's license 6 days before the accident, ignoring a federal order to comply with new restrictions banning illegal aliens from operating big rig trucks.
That just goes to show you what happens in the dark comes out in the light. You guys can't keep getting away with these little petty things that you're sweeping under the rug, thinking that you're just going to get away with these things. These guys aren't supposed to be here. They're not supposed to be driving. They can't read in English. They can't speak in English. That means they probably can't pass the exam to get a CDL. Why are they able to be on the roads? Why are we renewing their CDL? Why are we giving them a CDL in the first place? This is horrible. Like, what about the safety of the lives of the people on the street? That's 3 deaths. 3 people coming home from work, from grabbing food, school, wherever, coming home to their families. Little do they know, they'll never see their families again. It's a shame.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. Mr. Secretary, thanks for taking the time with us this afternoon. It's good to see you. You contend that this person, Jashanpreet Singh, should have never been behind the wheel of this truck.
Never.
That's right. So we did a nationwide audit, John, that showed that a lot of the states were issuing foreigners commercial driver's licenses, and they're doing it illegally. So at the end of September, we said no more, stop all foreigners from getting driver's licenses. It's called a non-domiciled CDL. Every state said they're complying, including California, John. Gavin Newsom said, I'm going to comply with the rule. But we saw with this crash, which you just showed, was the fact that
They said they're going to comply, but then, when they want to do what they want to do, they're going to do it. They're going to say, hey, no, we'll comply with your laws. Yes. Yes. It's kind of like, when you and your woman are arguing and she just running her mouth, and eventually you're just like, yeah, baby, you're right. You're right. And you're just going to go do what you want to do anyway. It's that moment. That's what that is. That's what they did to the U.S. government. That's what California thinks they can do. But I don't know. I don't know if they're the man in the relationship. I don't know if they wear the pants. Let's see.
Gavin Newsom didn't comply because he allowed a week ago this driver's license to be upgraded to a non-restricted driver's license. Had Gavin followed our rules per DOT, this guy would have never been on the road. 3 more
Never would have
people
been on
would
the
be
road.
alive. So we're doing this because we're seeing a lot of foreigners, those who can't speak English, on our roadways, and it's harming the American citizens who want to be safe as they're bringing their kids to school, they're going out for groceries, or they're going to work. And so what we've done to start, we pulled $40 million, John, from California on one issue. But they're at the cusp of losing another $160 million. I don't want to take their money, but we will hold their money back if they don't comply with these really important rules. So Gavin Newsom has to get on board, stop lying, and follow DOT rules.
Yet here is the governor's.
And sometimes that's what you have to do. I mean, sometimes you have to affect the money. Sometimes people don't listen until their money is affected, until they don't get the funding they want, until they don't get their way. It's all fun and games until things actually crack down and people don't get their way when they want it, how they want it, the funding they want. Now you're telling your city that you're going to do this, this, and this, but your funding is getting evaporated if you keep doing these situations and putting yourself in these situations, allowing these things to happen when you know that it's not right. You know that it's against the law. You know that what you're doing, even being an asylum city, is un-American. It just straight up is.
Response to all of this, he said, quote, this is tragic, and as with every tragedy over the last 10 months, Secretary Noem has ordered Secretary Duffy to look for every opportunity to manipulate the facts to score cheap political points. But the facts remain. The state does not determine commercial driver's license eligibility. The federal government approved and renewed this individual's federal employment authorization multiple times, which allowed him to obtain a commercial driver's license in accordance with federal law. He's passing the buck back to you. What do you say?
Yeah, so since
Before he even says that, it's crazy that they're going to sit there and pretend as if they didn't know. Hey, look, obviously we know the federal law is who makes the standards. You're supposed to follow the standards. So you're going to sit here and say, hey, you guys are the ones who make the rules. We just follow them. But then come to find out you didn't follow them. they've already established that no illegal migrants can have CDLs. You guys chose to just go against that, give them a license anyway. Your DPS department decided to give them a license anyway. And now you guys are clueless. Oh no, you guys make the rules, not us. Yeah, you broke the rules. And it's crazy that you're even going to bring that up knowing that you broke the rules. That's insane to me. That's just absolutely wild. It's crazy.
See Gavin tap dance in a tweet. Good for him. But the truth is, we do set the guidelines by which licenses can be issued. We sent that guidance out. Gavin Newsom said, I'm not going to follow it.
He's not going to
I'm going to
follow it.
allow this foreigner to get an upgraded license. That was Gavin Newsom's choice. The states issue commercial driver's licenses. We give the guidance, they issue them. I gave the guidance, Gavin Newsom didn't follow it, and 3 people are now dead because he refused to follow the rules that come from.
They give the guidance. They set the standards. They've already said that. Hey, this is what the standards is. This is the guidance. This is what we want to happen. You guys chose to do what you wanted to do. And like you said, now 3 people are dead. 3 American citizens are dead. And it's on your hands. I want you guys to realize it is on your hands. 3 American citizens are not going home to their families today.
DOT. So again, nice effort to try to pass the buck. But again, this is really simple stuff. Keep your citizens safe. Keep foreigners off the roads, especially those who aren't trained. Stop giving licenses illegally to people who are not in the country lawfully. It's very simple stuff, John.
Right. We should also point out, too,
Very
that the employment
simple.
authorization was given to Singh under the Biden administration as well. There's another tragic crash. This one in Florida that we covered as well. Harjinder Singh is the one allegedly behind the wheel here. We have discovered the following, and this is pretty shocking. Singh failed his CDL knowledge exam in Washington state 10 times over the course of 2 months, failed his air brakes knowledge exam 2 times. Washington still issued his first CDL, and California issued him another CDL. People at home might think, how in the world does that happen?
This is absolutely absurd. Maybe I just don't know about CDLs, but there's no way you should be able to take an exam 10 times in 2 months, fail every time, and still be able to get that CDL, be on the road, and here you are, you killed 3 people. Here you are. This is crazy. You can't even get the knowledge of the exam because you can't read in English, but you're on the roads driving, knowing that you don't know the road signs, knowing that you can't read them, knowing that you can't communicate properly, knowing these things. This is terrible.
Yes, I think this is some great reporting from Bill Malhusian. I don't know that the exact numbers are right, but he is right to say that multiple failures and still this driver got his license before killing 3 people in Florida. And the truth is, I think we have a lot of fraud and abuse in the commercial driver license issuing space. Companies that are here testing drivers. Again, the driver that we're mentioning in Florida, he didn't speak English. 3 and 4 road signs he couldn't read, and
See, fraud and abuse, the fraud and abuse, him not being able to speak English, people not being able to do their jobs efficiently. You guys are going to help AI take your jobs. That's what's going to happen. Fraud and abuse leads to them removing you and putting in something with less liability. AI. AI. They're going to train AI to take your jobs. They've already been talking about putting them on the roads, getting I think they have Tesla rigs right now, that they're still trying out. Maybe even they have them running in California. So you guys keep it up, and they're going to take your jobs just the same way you guys keep talking about it with Walmart, everything else. You guys are going to get your jobs taken if you guys keep this up. Keep up the fraud. Keep up the dishonesty. Keep it up. See what happens.
Clear violation of the rule. So the question becomes, if you can't understand English, you can't understand road signs, how in the heck can you ever pass a test to be issued a commercial driver's
How?
license? You can't do it but for fraud. And so that is another investigation that we have undertaken to find out who are the good companies, who are the fraudulent bad companies, and we have to root them out. Again, you should expect to be safe when you're on the road. And by the way, John, it's these very foreign drivers with these kind of licenses that don't just drive the big rig or the tanker. They're also driving school buses, getting behind the wheel, taking kids to and from school, and there's no certainty that they actually have the skills to drive those vehicles. They understand the English language to stay safe when they're on the roadway. So a whole bunch of issues at play. And again, this comes under the backdrop of Joe Biden and Democrats letting 10 to 15 million illegals in the country. And now
10 to
Gavin Newsom
15
and others are
million.
bending over themselves to allow them to get commercial driver's licenses. And again, Trump administration, Donald Trump has said, we put America first. We are going to stop this charade. No more licenses until we can figure out how many problems we have in the system. And so Gavin didn't follow it. We put the rule out, and now we're going to take his money. We have other steps after money that we can take with California, but I want them to comply, John. Another big issue.
And hopefully they do. Hopefully taking their money gets them to comply. But who knows? I mean, California hasn't been compliant for years and years and years. They've been kind of doing what they want to do. They've been on their own track. The homelessness is at an all-time high. You know, I mean, they have to send in the National Guard to clean up the streets, just like all the other horrible Democrat cities that we have that are highest crime, worst homelessness. You know, it's just insane. This is very disappointing that we're still dealing with these type of issues and that everybody's painted as the bad guy for just calling out exactly what the truth is. If they can't speak English, if they can't read English, then they don't know what are they studying to practice for this exam that's in English. It's just no way that they can know the right things to do. Anyways, hit a like, subscribe, check out my content.